Yeah, Leigh, how you going? Sam?
Bill. Bill.
No worries at all.
Thanks for coming in today, Bill. Thanks for praise your property at 3470 Main Dugon Road, Wonnidoon. I've got obviously all that analysis that we took of the property, where we basically, or how we've come to the appraisal figure. And I'll go through this here today, and then obviously at the end of it you can take it home for further reference, and if there's more things you want to talk about, just give us a buzz and we'll let you know. But basically, to come to your appraisal level, we just looked at properties within the area with a sold history over probably the last 18 months. Obviously things are changing at the moment with COVID and reflection of the market. It's sort of hard to get a gauge unless it's been recently sold. So here's a couple of properties obviously in your area that are sold. Obviously these ones are a long time ago, so probably wouldn't take too much notice of those ones. And obviously in conjunction with where your property is, this is where these houses were sold. So I'll just give you once again a guide of houses similar to yours that have sold in the area to date. Once again, this breaks down of exactly where they've listed, number of bedrooms, bathrooms, cars, etc., and then obviously the sale price over that period and for those locations. But obviously take into account that no two properties are exactly the same, so there's always going to be a bit of variation, but we're pretty confident in the appraisal that we've come up with. But once again, here's some more ones to look at within the area. Obviously some of the waterfront, obviously the value, whether it's a north aspect, west aspect, is it on the water, is it behind the water? As I said, once again, all these little variables come into account, and once again, take your time to go through them in your own detail, as you can see. I'll just keep flicking through these. If you've got any questions, mate, please call me up at any stage if you've got anything to ask. More than happy to go into more detail at each one of these properties. And once again, they're not your property itself, but it's just giving you a guide of what's happening in the area. So I keep flowing through, as I said, it's all the same thing. Once again, please stop me if you've got any questions to ask. Obviously a church, we're obviously not selling a church, so it's not probably the most compatible, but once again, it's a good thing to add to show you what's about. But I'll sort of probably go to the back and we'll discuss your appraisal price and how we got to it. I don't want to rush, but once again, we'll just go to that point and then we can come back and discuss. But before I do, here's a graph of obviously recent trends and how things are going up. And I believe you probably picked the right time to sell in this market. With COVID, as I said, it's probably spiked a little bit. Interest rates, they probably will hold the market a little bit, potentially going forward, but no one knows. So probably the way that recent market trends are pointing, I think you've picked a very good time to sell. The market is hot, and with the background we've done on your property and the way we'll market it, we're very confident we'll get the right outcome. So be confident that you're not selling in a downturn. It's definitely at a peak, and then just once again, depends what you want to do with the sale itself. Are you entering another market or the same market? Once again, that's just another issue. But we're very confident we can sell this property. The figure we've come to is about $695 to the $750 mark. That's from the information we've taken. Obviously, the home being a split level home, full potential. This is how we've summarised it, but also ready to go for those weekend lake getaways. Great new shed with concrete floors, brand new carpet, new plastered ceilings, small kitchen, an electric oven and dishwasher. Top bedroom has its own deck, both bathrooms have great storage. Downstairs laundry is large and enough room for either a fourth bedroom or a rumpus. Easy walk to the lake and access to the launching boat. I think that's your key points. The fact you've got access to the boat ramp, you're near the water. It's got plenty going for it. So we're confident in that appraisal price. I suppose that's the figure that you wanted to know today, and that's probably where we're that's our target market.
No worries at all. No, I'm a genuine seller, and I think that seems like in a reasonable sort of price range in the compared markets.
Is that what you were thinking? Did you have your own summary of the property itself?
No, that's all good. Like I said, brand new carpet and plastering the ceilings and all that. But we tried doing a little bit of work to it, just so that hopefully increase that value of the appraisal price, which it looks like it has from what we looked at, sort of what we thought before. So you've got that stay there, that's great. We thought that having the access to the boat ramp and all that was a big selling point as well. well, which is great that you've listed them there as well. So
Yeah.
everything, stacks up to me, and very happy with that appraisal price, and
Yep.
think it's not over the top, but not under below, and it's very achievable, and hopefully we can.
And what you've done with, as you said, you did a few things without overcapitalising the property, which is pretty good. There's no point spending 50,000 on the property to make another 15. I think you've done enough to make it presentable, but once again without wasting your money. So if you're happy with that, mate, we'll lock in that appraisal price, market it around those figures, and we'll go from there. And I'll be in touch if something comes about.
Yep, no worries at all.
Thanks, mate.